turn to the camera? So guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're in Chef Mike's kitchen. Well, it's not really Chef Mike's kitchen, it's a family kitchen. But we're gonna call it Chef Mike's kitchen because he's always cooking in here.
Our kitchen.
Okay, whatever. So I came in my room and like he feels like cooking. He has some motivation to cook. So we're gonna be showing you guys how we make Jamaican red pea soup.
We're gonna start us off with some Guinness. Guinness is my favorite drink, by the way.
And mine is Corona. So what are we cheering to?
Cooking.
So this thing comes out good.
Cheers to the food coming out good.
We're using Grace pumpkin beef, even though we're using chicken, it's okay to use it in there. And we're also gonna use cock soup, because it's a soup mix. This one's a spicy one. Which reminds me of a Jamaican story, I'll tell you about it later. You remember the story?
Yeah. What story?
The little old man in the kitchen, I told him to buy, I said to buy Maggie, I told him to buy Grace, and he looks at me, he goes, "You want cooking that too?" You remember him? What's his name again? I remember because he's missing the teeth, yeah. And he looks kind of funny, but I'm tall, he looks up at me and he goes, "You want cooking that too?" That was funny. What you have to do first of all, with this chicken foot, you have to cut the nails off of it. I like to use the scissors. Just cut them off like that. And if you don't have a scissors, it's okay to use a knife. Knife works this as well. There you are, just like that. Chicken neck. Chicken neck in my soup. Remind me of that little boy I used to get chicken neck soup. But I love chicken neck.
I like when it's barbecued.
Yeah, I had a jerk. Remember Tyrone used to jerk it?
Yeah.
Jerk chicken neck. Nice. I have my red peas here soaking water. And the reason I soak it, it helps the peas to get softer and it cooks quicker. Even though I'm still gonna pressure cooker it. I always say pressure cooker. I hate that.
Pressure cooker.
Anyway, then I'm gonna pressure cooker it. I'm gonna pressure cooker for about half an hour. If I was to boil it in the pot, it would probably take me like an hour. So meanwhile, this is getting pressured. So for the meantime, I'll get some more water in here. Got my pot on the a third pot of water. And I'm gonna add my onions to that, because I also my onion and garlic in at this point. When I was a little kid, my mom used to make chicken foot soup. I did not like it because I always say this looks like a baby's hand. Looks like baby's fingers. So we're gonna cut it up. The reason I cut up because some people really love chicken foot, and you want to make sure everybody get a little bit of chicken foot in their soup. So I already cut like 1 in 3 pieces. Woo! Missed.
You did?
Yeah. No, Shauna loves chicken foot. Now we have our chicken neck. I'm just gonna cut them in 3. 2 works too. I'm thinking of putting some actual chicken in there. I have some chicken quarters here. And I'm just gonna put a couple pieces in there. Let's remove the skin. I don't like skin in my soup. It's different. If I was in Jamaica cooking, countryside, I would put skin in there. We don't waste nothing. We throw everything in there. What we're gonna want to put in our soup for the beginning, right away. I just like to crush them. And throw them right in my pot. First thing I normally put in my pot is my garlic and onions. Dice them up there. Sweet potato or sweet yam. Here's another one. There's a whole bunch of different kinds of these. We have cassava. We have potatoes, regular potatoes. We have carrots. And we have yellow yam. Right away, what helps to give the soup body is sweet potato. This boils away in the soup and it just gives it a nice, I call it backthroat taste, like a taste. I just give my chicken a wash. I like to wash with vinegar. Sea salt, any salt really. Helps to get a lot of slime off of it. You can see the slime coming off already. See it? That's what the vinegar does. Vinegar is actually something that it's a good household product. It does. It has so many different uses. Fresh thyme. Let's throw that in here. I have my carrots. I just peel them for now. Get everything all ready.
Right now we're using all-purpose flour. I don't even know the brand. Usually we use Robin Hood, but it doesn't really matter the brand. I'm just gonna add a little bit of salt to it, and I have my cup of water right here. So I'm just gonna wash my hands and take off all my jewelry. Say when that's done.
When you're making your dumpling for your soup, you could also add cornmeal. A lot of people like their dumpling with cornmeal inside. With me, it doesn't really matter.
Some people like it because a lot of people add cornmeal because they think it will make the dumpling stretch. Is that why?
Some people like the texture of it. It gives a different texture.
And it fills them faster.
But I think the real reason why people like it, the cornmeal in their dumpling, because a long time ago, when things is tough, you gotta make it stretch. So instead of, you can buy a pound of flour and a pound of cornmeal, then you put like a half a pound of flour, half a pound of cornmeal, then you can do it again the next time. You have some left over. And Jamaican people cook with a lot of gravy. I think it's because, especially, you know, your neighbors always come over, you always have something for your neighbors. So if I have one dumpling, piece of yam, and little gravy, I think that'll work.
Okay, so right now I'm just gonna eyeball how much salt. When you're a pro, you get to eyeball it. But roughly with this amount of flour, maybe like... So, let me show you guys a technique my dad showed me when I was first learning how to make flour. You don't have to use a fork, but this is just for beginners. You just add a little bit of water. You just kind of stir it up. Some people use their hands, but it's just like beginner level.
I still do it.
Do you?
Yes.
And it just saves you all that.
I'll make it messy.
Yeah, it just saves that extra level of getting like messy hands.
Oh, I have what I normally do when I'm working in the pressure cooker, I always fill my sink with cold water just to help it cool it down faster. So I'm going to turn it off and check up on my peas. They've been cooking for half an hour now. Let's get them water, cold water. You'll know when you can open it whenever this stinks to the bottom because there's a lot of pressure in here still. So what I normally do is run cold water on top of it also. It'll help to cool it down faster. A lot of people are scared of pressure cookers, but if you follow the proper procedure, it's not that bad. Just run your water on it. There's a mechanism in here. Once that goes down, here. In here, they just went down. So when that goes down all the way, and this goes down, then you know it's safe to open. You lift this up, there's no steam coming out. You can lift it back up again. Now you can open it up and have a look inside. I'm going to test the pea to see if it's cooked. It's almost cooked, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to add the chicken to it. Because the chicken foot does take a little while to cook. A little bit longer than the regular chicken pieces that I put in here. And this procedure when you're cooking, you could do with beef. It's still the same procedure. You could use any kind of meat you want, like beef, salt beef. People like to use pigtail, but I'm using chicken foot and chicken parts, chicken neck. Just trying to get all the chicken foot in there. I'm actually gonna put the other parts of the chicken in the other pot that I have going. I'm just separating it because the chicken foot takes longer to cook than the other chicken parts. I'm just gonna add a bit more water to the pressure cooker and make it cook for another 10 minutes. Then I'll dump it to the big pot. Let's give it a stir. Plus when you do like this too, you also, the chicken foot, chicken feet, or whatever meat you're cooking, it gets that color. It gets that color of the peas. So I just turn the stove back on. I'm going to add a little bit more water so the water doesn't dry out. Then we're going to cover it up again for another 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes. All I have in here is the onions, the garlic, and the sweet potato. Now I'm going to add my chicken to that. Here's my chicken. This is the regular chicken parts. The chicken neck and the chicken quarter. And I'm actually going to start putting my carrots inside, my yam inside, my dumpling inside, to have this on the way, where in the next 15 minutes I'm going to dump all this in here and give it my final seasoning. Here I have my carrots.
Hold on.
I usually cut my carrots in 4. And I just dice them in a nice size. Not too big, not too small. Something that just fits on your spoon, great. Normally there's other few stuff that I'll put in my soup, but I don't have those right now. Like for instance, like chocho, like maybe dashi and edos. But all that is not really necessary, but the traditional Jamaican soup, you always put those things inside. But it'll be great just the same. All these things could go in the soup right away. I'm going to add my cock soup to the pot. But what I'd like to do is, I don't like all this noodles in my soup, so I normally sieve some of it out. And then these chunks of spices in here, I take as much as I can out of it. Not a big deal, but I like to have some of that in there. And you could make a regular chicken soup, beef soup without the peas inside. The only difference is just don't add the peas. If you don't like peas, then you don't add the peas to it. Then you still have a nice hearty chicken soup or beef soup. Even vegetable soup, you don't really need to put any meat inside. So we just take this and dump it in the soup.
Getting hot.
I also put my chicken broth mix in my soup, and I put about 2 teaspoons. Averaging this way it looks like. Right there. You always gotta be careful when you're peeling this because it kind of has a stubborn, waxy skin to it. Potato peeler works with it good too. So we have our dumpling as well. This could go in the soup now. Yeah, isn't that cute? Soup dumpling. Them call this spinners. I always try to keep your pot like away, your hand away. We have our pure coconut cream. We're making pea soup, rice and peas. I always put coconut cream in my soup. I'm putting oregano in my soup. Normally I put oregano, bay leaf. I don't have any bay leaves right now, so oregano is just good enough. Just a tablespoon is good. Black pepper. Just a tablespoon works good too. I have a little garlic powder. Half a teaspoon is good. To a teaspoon. This little piece of yellow yam cost me like almost $8. I wasn't making red pea soup, but I put inside is pumpkin to give it a nice rich yellow color. Right now we just have chicken soup. Just gonna taste the flavor. Tastes good already. Let's let that go and cook. Waiting on the peas and the chicken foot, and then you dump it all in there. 10 minutes. After I dump that chicken foot in there, I'm gonna give it another half an hour cook, and we're good to go. When you cut your yam and put it down, it gets really dried up. And this side, what I normally do is get like some lemon juice or a real lemon, and just pour some on top, and rub it around with the water. And that helps preserve it longer. Go in, but I'm not going to put this in yet because you know the potato cooks really quick. This is going to be actually the last thing I put in the pot after I put the chicken foot inside. Gotta cut them and prep them for when I'm ready to get them out of the way. You're going to look at the peas, getting ready to add it with the other stuff. Here's our chicken foot. Touch. Yeah, nice and soft. We're just gonna add this here to that pot. A little bit too much water, but we'll get it in. Ooh. Gotta get a Scotch bonnet pepper and put it in there. There we are. It's gonna drop it in there. Cover it halfway. Let it cook for another half an hour. Cook down a little bit. Come together like that. There's chicken foot, there's sweet potato, yellow yam. You'll notice notice that the chicken foot has a color, a nice red color, because I added it with the peas in the pressure cooker. The neck doesn't have quite that color. So now I'm adding my potatoes, my final thing in, because the potatoes cook really quick. So I always put these in last. It only takes like 10-15 minutes to cook the potatoes. So this will be done in 15 minutes. Look at that. You can see the coconut flakes in there. You could use coconut powder too. I like to use coconut cream. You can smell the coconut. Give it another 15 minutes and we're good to go.